Mr. Mayor, we've heard a lot of testimony tonight, and I think that we should table this item into the next council meeting.
Mr. Hempstead. I'm sorry, Mr. Hempstead.
Mr. Mayor, I'm in agreement with Mr. Watts. I think we both agree that we should probably table. There were suggestions tonight, table for 2 weeks. We're taking that under advisement because even from this body that's here tonight, we heard a lot of things last week at the public hearing. Most of us were there. I mean, almost everybody I see in this room was there. We saw the settlement for the exact language of the settlement last night for the first time. I think we spent almost 5.5 hours with our attorneys asking a lot of questions, which is what we're supposed to do. Somebody said it's an elected body. You're absolutely right, and that's our responsibility to have those kind of executive sessions and be able to ask what are our exposures, where can we win on, and all those kind of things. So we need a little bit of time to digest everything, even ourselves. So with respect to all the others, though, too, I think it's important that we don't take these 2 weeks and just do nothing. I think that's what we, as a council, want to work forward to. We would like to meet with all parties on a mano-a-mano type basis if we can, to understand our differences and see if there are other things we can work on to move forward. That's all sides of this argument. So with that, Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to table for 2 weeks.
Okay, motion been made. Mr.
The length of time
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is this a point of order or is it debatable?
Yes, I believe I can question the timing of the motion under the law. The motion is to table for 2 weeks. We also have the option to table it to our, I guess, next meeting instead of 2 weeks. I would prefer to table it to our next meeting to allow us whatever flexibility we would need based on how the judge reacts to this. For instance, we find ourselves where we have to meet in 10 days because that's what the judge said, fine, with 11 days. So instead of making it a hard and fast deadline of 2 weeks, I prefer that we table it to our next full council meeting, if that's okay.
Okay, Mr. Watts, are you willing to amend your motion, or Mr. Hempstead?
I will make a motion to amend my original motion.
That we table.
Can I withdraw my
meeting.
original motion and amend? Or change the motion to our next scheduled council meeting.
No.
Can I use the word schedule?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our next council
meeting.
Okay, a motion made to table this issue until the next council meeting, at which time we will revisit it after we've had an opportunity to do some research and do some checking and making sure that we have all the information necessary to make the decision. Is everybody now all in favor of that motion? Please say.
Point of information. I'm sorry. It will be, as my recommendation is we do this with the understanding that as soon as we are aware of the date of that meeting, we will publicize it far and wide to the best we can. Look on the city's website. We will work with the local media. We will try to ensure everyone knows about it, okay? But please, it's a two-way street. Try to keep track of what's going on in the next 2 weeks. The city's website, the hour, you know, there's ways of doing that. Or just call City Hall. Thank you.
Mr. Kim, I believe after some discussion with the other lawyers during the recess, I think we'll be fine with the 2 week, with having it be tabled to the next meeting, which is scheduled for 2 weeks. And I appreciate your concern, and in fairness to you, you didn't know we just had that conversation, but we're going to make a motion with the court to get a little bit more time, and we're confident we can schedule this at the next meeting. So I think it's probably best for the public that we just, and I know you're going to have to change your motion again, but if you could do it one more time, and have it to be tabled to the next meeting, which is scheduled for September 23rd. This way, and I appreciate the concern, but I think that we'll be fine, and this way everybody knows September 23rd is the next meeting.
Okay, so now we have a motion on the floor that we table this issue until the September 23rd council meeting. All in favor?
No, I have to make the motion. No.
Let him make the motion.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I will withdraw my motion again. I really love you guys out there. Thank you for being patient with me. I would like to make a motion that we take this matter up at our September 23rd meeting.
Okay, that motion has been made. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? So carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, thank you, everybody, but now we have to have a little quiet while we have a motion to adjourn.